Today is Leaping Lanny, and we're going to talk about that, I think, brutal attack that Ronnie Garvin suffered yet last week at the hands of the great T.O. and Pistol Pez Watley. Recently, however, Tim Tyler had an opportunity to talk with Ronnie by phone. Everybody's been asking, how is Ronnie, what's his condition? Let's listen to that conversation between Tim and Ronnie, and maybe we can get a better idea how he's doing.
Well, Tim, it's kind of a surprise getting the phone call from you. I hope everything's all right with you. I talked to Weingroff and George Weingroff, and I told him that I wouldn't be able to make it to the TV station because I'm at home and I'm sort of recuperating from the incident that happened last week, and I'm going to explain later on what happened as I was delayed at the station last week for the TV title match I had with T.O. and Pez Watley and T.O. were involved in me being late, but
that was unlike you.
Exactly what happened some other time.
That was unlike you, Ronnie, not to show up, though. We were really concerned that you didn't show up for that match, and he did later appear, of course.
Well, it worked for them. It worked. I was late, and whatever their little plan, it sure worked. And when I walked in there, I walked into a trap because I think they set me up. They were ready with a lead pipe, and they worked me over pretty good. But like I say, I'm still walking, I'm standing, and I'm not down.
I'm sure the fans will be glad to hear that, because at the end of the match, you were definitely in pain. You were helped from the ring by George Weingroff and Leaping Lanny, so the fans were definitely concerned about your well-being.
Well, I went and got some x-rays, make sure there was no broken bones and a few bruises, but I got some heavy commitments coming up, the defense title, and like I say, I'm up and I'm still fighting.
That's good to know, Ronnie. That's very good to know. Anything else you'd like to say while we have the time here?
I'll be back in the studio in a week or so.
Okay, then. Thank you so much, Ronnie.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
I'm sure you're as relieved as I was there to hear that Ronnie is not as seriously injured as it really looked like he was when he left the studio last week, because I recall that when he was getting out of the ring, he really couldn't stand for Crusher Broomfield and George Weingroff to touch him, to help him out of the ring. Lanny, what do you think about that?
Well, Ronnie Garvin's famous for exposing everybody, and I guess it's my turn right now, because I happen to know that everything Ronnie Garvin said on that telephone conversation is a lie. Because the man claims that he's, don't worry about me, I'll get over it and all that. So I'll tell you something, I know better, because I have been in the dressing room with him. This man is very seriously injured. I tried to save Ronnie Garvin. I got hit by Pistol Pez Watley with a lead pipe to my left shoulder, and for 2 days I couldn't lift a 5-pound dumbbell. And I'm telling you what, Ronnie Garvin, well, I'll tell you what, he's trying to be tough, he's trying to wrestle. I took a picture of him when his back was turned, and let me tell you, it was easy to do, because he can't even lace up his boots. Yet he's trying to get ready to wrestle. He wears a support. There's the picture right now. And as you can see, the man has subdermal hematoma. What that means is subdermal means below the skin. Hematoma means bleeding. He's bleeding below the skin. He has to wear support in order to... Now look, he's trying to lace up his shoes. Now that's a job that does not take that long. And this man can't even bend over. And I had to watch him suffer. And I said, Ronnie, can I please help you? And he says, well, he just didn't want anybody's help. He did not want to miss any wrestling matches. He's walking around like the pain didn't even exist. Now you see a picture, and picture I took right before him, in spite of, his negative attitude toward me taking pictures of him. But when have you seen Ronnie Garvin wear a Tarzan top in the ring? He's never done that in all the time he's been wrestling. And I'm telling you right now, he's trying to fool the people into thinking that he's really not hurt, because that phone conversation, hey, this man can hardly stand up. Look at him all bent over like that. The man's obviously in a great deal of pain. He's using a brace to support his ribs. And I'd like to say one thing right now. This is not my idea of professional wrestling. Pistol Pez Watley, the great T.O., either a suspension or a fine should be put in. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm a nonviolent man. I don't try to hurt anybody. I try to win my matches, and I think I do a pretty good job of it. But I'll tell you what, guys like this, they need to get out of the ICW, and I intend to do something about it. Like I say, I hurt my left arm, but I'm going to make sure that somebody pays for this.